We're walking down the street in the middle of Tokyo. Why is no one talking? What's going on? We're the loudest people here.
You, not me.
What's that? New? Well, Vivi, if it's any indication how difficult this trip is about to be. I was just about to say, you see people like Casey and I sit and stuff, and they have kids, and they make it look like it's this beautiful breeze, everything's okay, right? Unfortunately, we're just poor little pieces of shit, and we have to carry around this massive luggage, 2 backpacks, a camera bag, a baby, and, worst of all, this crib. Now this crib weighs probably a good 20 kilograms, and we have to carry it throughout the entire Japan trip because of this little monster. Baby, you're costing us a lot of energy, that's for sure. You are cute. Anyway, I think you guys probably figured out what's going on. We're about to hit Japan. First time in my life. It's been a dream of mine for a long time. I'm super excited, and hopefully we find a way to make this as painless as possible. It's gonna be a great trip. I hope you guys enjoy the series. So I guess the next time we'll see you Laowinners is in Japan. In 3, 2, 1. Whoa, we ended up in Japan really quickly. It was amazing, the power of magic, the power of editing. It was not stress-free though, that's for sure. Why we have a little walk.
Okay.
Now, this is our first time in Japan. It's been a dream come true for me. And it's so weird to actually be here. A lot of things have been different. A lot of things have shocked me and surprised me. It has absolutely not disappointed thus far, but there's a lot of things that we need to address. So last night, Vivi and I actually arrived at our hotel, and we ended up having to take a taxi at night because the public transportation at night closes at a certain time. We were a little bit worried that we were gonna miss it. And also we had tons and tons of luggage. So that was number one, very, very stressful. And number two, incredibly expensive. Just from the airport, it actually cost us like $50 or $60 to get to our hotel. But the first thing I noticed was how friendly everyone was. I mean, the people in the airport were super helpful. The taxi driver was super helpful. Everyone is super, super sweet. It was a really, really nice experience to kind of be in a new country where I didn't know anything that was going on. And you know, the culture shock had just begun to sit in, and people were just super awesome and helpful. Now, the first thing I kind of noticed was how developed Japan was. China is like rapidly changing, growing really, really quickly and fast, and everything is developing super quickly. But the difference is even in the outskirts of Tokyo, I mean, you could have eaten off the streets. I'm not even joking. It's probably, not probably, it's guaranteed 100% the cleanest place I've ever been in my entire life. The organization, the way that the traffic ran, I didn't hear one car horn since the moment that we've arrived. And you know, just the way that everything is put together and the way that people act and the way that kind of society moves forward, it's almost robotic in a way. And it's freaking me out because it is the polar opposite of China. And there should be a lot of things that are similar to China in that Chinese culture and Japanese culture share a lot of similarities. But I mean, you could hear a pin drop right now, guys. It is so quiet. And we're in the middle of Tokyo, no joke. We're walking down the street in the middle of Tokyo. Why is no one talking? What's going on? We're the loudest people here.
You, not me.
You're loud. You're way louder than me. Are you joking me? You're a Chinese person. Anyway, so when we woke up the next morning, one thing we noticed was that a missile had been shot over Japan from North Korea. Well, this is a great way to begin our trip, Vivs. North Korea just fired a missile over Japan again. That's fantastic stuff. Huge national alert right now. Awesome stuff. Let's go hit the streets. Baby, okay?
Yay, baby's the loudest now.
Now baby's the loudest. Now we're not embarrassed. We saw some alarms and sirens going down the road, and apparently all the citizens here were told to take shelter. We survived. Missile landed in the ocean, apparently. Everything's gonna be okay. Despite missiles being fired over, everything went as usual here. Everything's back to normal, right? And we headed down to Ginza, and we're actually in Ginza district right now of Tokyo, and it's kind of the shopping hub. Lots of rich people, Maseratis, Bentleys, Ferraris, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's like the super wealthy area of Tokyo. So we decided to stay here, kind of see how life goes on in the wealthier districts. We can't afford to be here, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's pretty difficult to find affordable things. I mean, your average supermarket, we were looking at things like a melon would cost like $5. There was a bag of potatoes that cost like $5 or $6 for 2 or 3 of them. I mean, just really, really basic amenities that you would find anywhere that would be quite cheap around the world are incredibly expensive. I mean, incredibly expensive. And we went and had like a lunch set at a decent sushi place, but it was just, you know, a bowl of succulent tuna and crab meat and stuff, and it was delicious, but it was just your average meal here in Japan. Ended up costing like over $20. This has got to be some of the best tuna I've ever had in my entire life. It's changed my perception of sashimi, and I don't think I can eat it outside of Japan anymore. It's absolutely succulent, a little bit salty, and so fatty and so just tender and amazing. 10 out of 10. 20-something US just for a little bowl of rice and some sashimi, so we're starving right now. We're gonna go find some more food. Vivi mentioned something earlier that kind of struck us. Not many people speak English. And we're in downtown Tokyo in the swankiest part, so it's only gonna get worse. Weirdly enough though, they'll continue speaking Japanese at you, even if you don't speak it. Earlier I was trying to buy some contact solution and
Everyone speaks Japanese to me. I'm just like,
well, yeah, I mean, you look the part, right? You're Asian. But, you know, like the woman, I'm like asking her if she has a small size, and she understood, which is great. A lot of people can understand a little bit. But she just was going on and on. It's kind of like if you just imagine someone just going, bleh, and like Japanese characters like fall out onto the floor. That's how it is when trying to communicate to us. Pretty funny. I've heard a lot of Chinese on the streets, a lot of Chinese tourists here.
in Ginza.
Especially in Ginza, just shopping for luxury goods, isn't it? I feel like we're gonna get arrested for having a conversation in public. That's what the society is like.
I like
Seems like
this
it.
building. Looks
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's like fish-shaped.
What is it?
Those fish-shaped.
Is that like a fish-shaped waffle?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna get that before dinner. Which one are you gonna get, Vibs?
Different flavor.
2 different flavors.
One is like all the woman loves.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
You having a succulent baby? How you doing, babes? We put you through a lot today. Good thing you got your snacks.
I always like forget to use like gozaimasu.
You don't have to.
Oh, it's burning hot.
Is it hot?
Yeah.
Let's see. Fish waffles. It's not really fish inside, right?
No.
This is the woman's choice.
No. This is bean.
Absolutely delicious. It's time to try the sashimi. We are in a super famous area for sashimi, so it's awesome. I love the wasabi in Japan. It's not too spicy and it tastes like an actual plant, unlike that chemical burn stuff you get in China. And it's so awesome that the generous portions of sashimi that you get here as opposed to like New York or China. Baby, I'm gonna feed you.
What is it?
It's a fatty tuna. That's the specialty around here. Nice bite, right? She wants it. Ah, baby fish. Thank you.
Japanese dish.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I got 2 babies to feed. That's triple feeding. These little baby fish here, they come pregnant. So they come full of eggs in their belly. You see all the roe inside. Baby, you want some fish? You like it? You dipping the fish in my soup? Is that good? Is that a good combo? That's a good idea. I don't think anyone's ever dipped fish in intestine soup before. Nice. Chunks. These scallops are literally the size of my hand. I cannot wait to try this one. No joke, it's actually heavy. Like it's difficult to pick up. That is one of the top 5 things I've ever put in my mouth. No jokes. That is the sweetest, most buttery, delicious piece of meat I've ever had. That scallop is worth whatever I'm about to pay for it. It's like a scallop steak. Unbelievable. Isn't that good? It's amazing.
You know, scallop is my favorite.
I've seen all the stuff that I expected Japan to be in one day, the first day, that I didn't see in China. When I first came to China, I wasn't disappointed, but everything I expected China to be, it wasn't. Japan was exactly what we expected, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It's polite, it's ordered, it's stylish, it's fast-paced, it's unbelievable, it's clean, it's fun, it's awesome. You can safely say we are in the honeymoon period at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we'll end up staying in the honeymoon period since we're only here for 2 weeks, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be showing you what an apartment in Japan looks like tomorrow. Got a lot on the table tomorrow. We're going to one of the best fish markets in Japan. We're going to go eat sushi straight from the fish, basically, and watch all the fishermen bringing their catch in. We are going to head down towards Akihabara. We're going to see all the crazy maid cafes and anime stuff and cosplayers and all that kind of stuff. And just continue to shoot videos along the way. It's been super fun having you guys along. We'll see you guys tomorrow. If you liked it and you want to see more, go downstairs, hit that like button, please. It helps us a lot. And subscribe if you haven't. Click that little bell button next to the subscribe button. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, or you want to vote in the polls for what video comes out next, go to patreon.com/laowinner6. And I want to say thank you so much, Laowinners, and I'll catch you on the next one. Anything that happened earlier, as I was walking around Ginza, you know, a pin could drop, you could hear a needle drop. But I heard an argument around the corner. I was like, wow, this is, you know, maybe Japan's got something going on. And